I got into the arts when I was really young. My parents put me in piano lessons, dance, and art classes, and I went to a performing arts high school to learn vocal music. I was constantly around artists, musicians, and actors who were as serious and as passionate about their talents as I was.
I think what I loved most about LaGuardia was the experience that you had to nurture your talent in different ways.
That was Zelly. We both graduated from LaGuardia's music program.
Even if you were not someone who wanted to pursue classical music, which is what the program was mostly structured around, there were options for extracurriculars like gospel or show choir, and I thought that was cool to be able to explore different opportunities.
A lot of us in our graduating class took it for granted that we were in a space that was always supportive of its students. Angela, another one of our classmates, explains that the teachers at LaGuardia
felt that our passion was their passion, and like every time that we would create something, they'd smile and, try to make it as good as they thought it could be. That was part of the challenge. That was part of making yourself better as an artist and as a performer.
Angela was in the new music ensemble,
which was basically a class devoted to writing your own music and preparing you to be in the singer-songwriting scene when you left.
One of her favorite teachers and the director of the ensemble was
Robert Apostle. He was just the coolest teacher. He wouldn't give us assignments. He would just say, okay, you have this amount of time, write a song, and be gone. And you work with as many musicians as you want. I just remember meeting with everyone, and our place was the staircase, and it would just be so heavenly to hear everybody's voices to collaborate in that one moment. And it was just that awesomeness of blending and being together as a family, as co-writers. It was so great.
It's pulling me back, oh, you're pulling me back. I fall in the night, crash in the night, burning in the back, it's still one again. I trip in the night, fumble the night, stumble and I'm back in your arms again.
Towards junior and senior year, though, I felt this underlying pressure that would rear its ugly head at the end of every completed college application. Where would I go to school? What would I study? As much as I loved singing, I didn't think it was realistically or financially possible for me to pursue it at a conservatory. I mean, I'm really happy I fell into the television and radio major when I did, because it ended up being something that was both quote-unquote responsible and something I'm really passionate about now. But I can't help but feel similarly as I did at the end of high school, as I'm nearing graduation at Brooklyn College.
What do you do with the BA in English? What is my life going to be? 4 years of college and plenty of knowledge have earned me this useless degree.
Preston, who sings the opening number from the musical Avenue Q, gets it. In college, you're both encouraged to try out new things and figure out what you love, but at the same time, you're expected to prepare to compartmentalize your life. Brooklyn College student Amy further explains.
For a lot of creative fields, you're going to make almost no money. I would say, find a really good day job that you love, but also a day job that, doesn't drain you so emotionally that you can't write or do whatever it is you want to do on the side.
But why should we have to put our passions on the side?
I think art is something that a lot of people look down upon, and they feel it's not realistic. It's not the safe route to go.
That was Greg, a film major at Brooklyn College.
I feel as if no one takes in mind that growing up, arts played such a huge part in child development. They're taught through pictures and these children's books. That's how we eventually started to appreciate storytelling.
Angela agrees.
There's such an importance in the idea of having arts in school, whether that's high school, college, even classes on the side of school. But people don't see that. People see what will get them money and what will make them progress with money, and music isn't the sought-out thing for money. One of the main reasons people drop those dreams is because they have other people saying, well, you shouldn't, you should really pursue something with a lot of merit.
She's right. I know so many people who have harbored these passions and dreams since childhood, but have had to abandon them as they grew up in order to be sensible.
At this point, there's so many people pursuing everything that everything is hard to do. The people telling you what to do, the people telling you, I guess, what to study, aren't going through it. You are. They went through it already, and their fuck-ups aren't your fuck-ups.
Amy believes that pursuing these dreams, as risky as they are in our society, is worth it.
We only have this particular life once, and would you rather spend that like fulfilling the status quo because you're scared of taking risks and you're scared of, let's say, like making under 40K a year? Or would you rather just go all out and like chase after what you want, even if it's harder? In the arts, you have to make huge sacrifices to live that kind of life. And so it reminds me like why those sacrifices are worth it.
In my utopia, education would be more than just taking certain classes that build a practical major. Rather, it would place more of an importance on developing a balanced artistic side. The talents and skills that we develop in making art help us think about everything differently, allowing us to solve problems and evaluate situations critically and creatively. Art, in all its forms, is a living medium that grows and changes with the people that make it and experience it. We need more avenues of accepting that, especially in our education system. For WBCR, I'm Vanessa Renee.